Hello again guys, welcome back to another Mediabook collection video. Today's label that I'll be going through will be X-rated Kult. And if you've been collecting horror movies and importing from Germany over the last 10 years, you would have likely have come across these guys before. They've been around for a while. They've released some very cool editions over the years, mostly in the form of hard boxes. I know people used to go mad over hard boxes back in the day. Not so much me. Mediabooks definitely are my preferred edition of choice nowadays, and they release a lot of obscure, trashy European type horror films from Italy, Spain and France. Nothing too mainstream from these guys, so not everything will be to your liking. But yeah, I'll just go through the ones I've acquired from these guys. Starting with McCobb from Lamberto Bava, 1980. If you're into your Italian movies, you would have likely have come across this one before, or at least have it in your collection in some form or another. Great cover there, gory, grisly stuff, and it's got a very nutty plot. It is enjoyable, this one. So that's McCobb from Lamberto Bava. Next up, we have another Lamberto Bava film. Body Puzzle from 1992. This is a serial killer thriller. Not quite as dark and disturbing as other serial killer movies out there like Seven or Silence of the Lambs, but it's definitely a watchable film. It's about a guy that goes around murdering people, cuts off certain items of their body, and he leads them around this mansion where this woman's living, just to torment her for reasons I will not go into to avoid any spoilers. But yeah, well worth a watch. I believe 88 Films put this one out on Blu-ray in the UK. If it's something that you think might be for you, it's worth a go. And once again, the grisly cover there, love that. So that's Body Puzzle from 1992. Moving on now, we have GIallo in Venice. This is notorious for its sleaziness and trashiness. There's like a sex scene or a rape scene every 5 minutes. It's almost relentless. And you also get some grisly moments of gore here and there. So if you like your GIallos with a real nasty, sleazy edge like the New York Ripper, this one would likely be for you. This is from 1979, and it's not easy to come by, this one. This particular edition sold out very, very quickly. Hopefully another label will bring it out in the near future. Because if you're into your GIallos, the trashy ones, this is one for you, definitely. And it is English friendly. So that's GIallo in Venice. Moving on, we have more GIallos here. Was Sweet Body of Deborah. I can't remember much about this one. I don't think I've seen it. See, that's the problem I have with GIallos. Some of them can tend to be a bit samey, and the plots they unfold rather similarly to each other. So it's hard to remember which ones you've seen and what ones you haven't. But anyway, that's Sweet Body of Deborah. Next one we have Eyeball from Umberto Lenzi. I remember this one was pretty decent. I remember enjoying this one, a good plot. I believe this one is due a release in the UK, I think from 88 Films. So keep an eye out for that one. And that's Eyeball from Umberto Lenzi. Moving on, some Argento with Phantom of the Opera from 1996. Yeah, this is an unusual little take on the Phantom of the Opera story. I do have many different variations of this story on film, from various different countries and different decades. I do enjoy the story. This one is probably memorable for the wrong reasons. It's not a great film, to be honest. It's a bit odd in places. It's got some gore, pretty gory in places, to be honest. You have Julian Sands here as a Phantom. He does a good job. I think if Asia Argento, who isn't the best actress, to be fair, to be honest, but she does what she can. But anyway, this is Phantom of the Opera, 1996. Moving on, we have one of my favourite Mediabook covers. This is Death Ship. Absolutely love this artwork. It's fantastic. The actual film was a bit of a disappointment though. It wasn't quite as good as I was expecting it to be. It's still watchable, but yeah, I don't know, maybe I got my hopes up too much. I'd seen the cover art around for years before watching it, and I thought it was something that really could blow me away, but it didn't quite do it. But still, nice to have in the collection. So that's Death Ship. Next up we have Demoniac, as it's known in the UK. Here we have the alternate title, Exorcism. This is Jess Franco, and I've given this guy's movies so many chances. I just really don't like his output. 90% of the films that I've seen of his have been pretty much very tiresome, boring and tedious. This one was a bit more tolerable than his other films that I've watched. But it's a really nice addition. It's a 4-disc set, and I think there's like 3 different cuts of the film. The actual movie itself is still cut in the UK to sexual violence. But yeah, this is Demoniac, or Exorcism, from Jess Franco. And the last of my X-rated cult editions is Zombie Lake, from Gene Rowland. Yeah, this one's very sleazy as well. A bit slow and boring, I'll be honest. There's some long lingering shots of nudity from the lake itself. I remember there's a scene where there's a bunch of females disrobed jump in this lake, and there's some very voyeuristic lingering shots of them swimming nude from below. So yeah, it's not one of my favourite films at all, far from it, but this cover art was just so enticing, I had to get it and have it on the shelf. Love it. So that's Zombie Lake. And that is it for my X-rated cult Mediabook editions, guys. So yeah, if you have any questions regarding these, just feel free to leave a question here or on Facebook if you know me. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.